But the biggest highlight is that it's 40 years that I'm traveling the world, and it always works. I have my first show is the Brave Jane I do here. That is 41 year old, and for the theater that's really very special that the show get not old or dusty or grumpy. It always works because I promise myself when I feel that it's all, then I finish. But it and I think that this clown work is existential work. It's not it's not political of every day. It's not realism. It's symbolism. It's existential, and so these shows can get older, and older they are, better they become. But when I was for 50 years ago, when I decided to want becoming a clown, there was no woman clowns, and so my big idols was Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, because I never was interested in circus. I was always interested in theater, and they make big drama, big tragedies, and told very in funny way. And so that was more theater, and this was, but these are the comic mechanism is the same for women and men. So that is the center is to have a tragic story, to have a catastrophic story, but you just say, oh yes, don't hurt, don't hurt. Don't worry. I will be happy that this is a stupid form of this, but I think the clown is this. You fail in all, but that's just like this. My performances are much nearer to Greek tragedy than to circus. I think I have created 9 shows, and in 8 shows I'm dead at the end. So it's really more catastrophic. You cannot, because the death is the end. And I think also that the clown and also laughing in the humanity invented in face of the death, because to cry, that is natural. We come on earth and we cry till since we laugh, we need a lot of intellectual work to understand why something is funny. And so that's it's crazy that it's considered in our culture laughing is low art and crying is high art. And I think it must be because you have to be much more intelligent for laughing than for crying. But I felt there are young women very passionate and very interested to really invent an own way and a new way to do. And so I accepted really to come because I wanted to say, no. It's now it's after the pandemic. I make 1 year of cancelled shows in 5 months. So it's really too much. But if I feel this so poor passion, I have to come. Joana D'ArpPo is my first show, and really I made a classic actor school, and then I made 1 year of actress, and it was so it was impossible for young women. There is no comic role in the classic theater and also in the contemporary theater. You have no way to work it out, your art, your mode of comic. So I decided that the theater is, for a young woman, is too boring. I have to write myself what I want to play. And for 3 years I tried really to become a clown in my land. And we tried a lot, and we failed a lot. And then we made 2 Aristophanes, and one is the Nighters. And there is, and Mario Gonzalez from Teatro du Soleil made the direction, and he decided that one of the slaves will be a woman. So the slaves are really beaten and treated very badly from everybody, and so the slave men treated badly the slave woman. So I'm really the last, but this is where the person that the public love the most. It's always the most sad person, and there we are all much deformed, much exaggerated, the terrain, and I was around as eternally pregnant. So and during the show we felt that it was very funny because I'm very nervous, agile movement and this round form. So I became really the best thing of the show, that the public and the press were so astonished. Wow, that's so funny. What is this? And so I said, okay, that is what I have to keep. That is this form. But then it was we tried another year, and then the idea was that the three angels, they spoke to Joana D'ArpPo to say her that she has to save the queen and the king, not the queen, and that they have a wrong address, and they go to a Jan she is too fake to go in the armature and too stupid to understand the message. And this was the initial idea. And then in 3 weeks and a half, we created the show. But I think that was the 3 years before really of research and trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. And then this, and when I've done it in Milano at 81, and there was immediately there were 3 festival directors. They wanted to buy the show, and in this moment all the media and the TV was very interested, because that was one of the first time that was a really funny woman. So then it was very easy to go on. But now in this after pandemic time, I feel really what is the energy in the show. It's a collective emotional traveling I do with the public, and so we missed it in the pandemic. I have not done streaming because the clown don't works in streaming. So it's a direct contact, because the clown is this difference. The actor is making his show, but the clown is always with the public. Have you seen this? What do you do? And so now I feel that it's really like a ritual. It's not in la mesa, but it's like la mesa. It's not with God and with church, but it's the ritual of collective emotional suffering, laughing, feeling. And when after the show is tragic, but after the show, people they are so relaxed and so in peace and enjoy it. So that's what you can do much beautifuler than this. But when you want, I think that the biggest problem for young artists is how they can invent their own performance. That was for me too, how you can work. And I read all the biography of Chaplin, of Kroc, and so, and they never speak how they work. They always speak with them they have eaten. So I want help them to find their own way to invent their own stories. And I think for women, it's really to how to come out of being victim, how really to create to being who does and who don't react, who act and don't react. And I think it's empowering of how to create. Then also I have techniques, I have that is come with, but my focus is really how invent your stories. It's the most intelligent medicine, yes.